Hey y'all, it's Maddie here with Junk in the Trunk by Maddie, bringing you another fun paper craft. So we're making a fun little flip down waterfall. We're going to be cutting them 6.5 inch by 3.5 inch. You're going to want 6 to 8 of these. And then we're going to score lines on each one. We're going to score at the 3-inch line and the 6-inch line, and then we're going to fold. Use your bone folder to press down and make it nice and flat. And then we're using Fabri-Tac to secure. Now I didn't show you on the first one, so I'm going to show you on this one. So once you have it cut down to 3.5 by 6.5, and you've made your 3-inch score line and your 6-inch score line, you're going to fold and glue together. But there was one part that I left out, so I want to show you this part. Once you've flattened it with your bone folder and glued it secure, we're going to open one end and glue that end closed to create a pocket or like an envelope piece. You're going to do all of these steps to all 6 or 8 of the pieces you're putting into this project. Now that I have all of mine done, I'm going to cut little ticket half circles on the end of each of these. So I'm just using my circle cutter and cutting little marks. And then later on, I'll probably come through with some ink and ink up the edges really good. So now you're going to grab you one of your 12 by 12 sheets of paper or a little scrap piece that you have. It needs to be 12 inches long. And we're going to cut it to be 1 inch shorter than the envelope. So we're cutting them at 2.5 inches, and it is 12 inches long. Once you have that cut, you're going to score 6 to 8 lines depending on how many envelopes you used. We're making them 1/2 inch wide. So every 1/2 inch, score a line until it equals however many envelopes you're using. Once you have those lines scored, you're going to fold each line you made back and forth until they really flip well. You want this to flip well. This is going to be your flipping mechanism, and the more bent it is, the better it will flip. And I'm about to show that to you. You want it to really flip well. You can even use your bone folder to press down if you want. Now we're going to be gluing our envelopes onto their little 1/2 inch spots. Each envelope is only getting the top little portion glued down, so it's going to flip. Once those are in place, test it out and see how it flips. Make sure it flips right. Make sure the envelopes are all nice and straight. As you're gluing those down, you're going to want to make sure they're drying straight. And now I'm going to use this piece of paper as like a little belt. It was cut 1 inch wide, and it's about 6 inches long. I'm folding it to be a little bit wider than the envelopes. So it's probably more like 4 inches wide. And then that is going to be what holds our flipping mechanism in place. So we're going to flip that over and put some glue on both of our little sides. And glue that down to the page. Pretend this is one of your junk journal pages, okay? And we're going to glue it down there. Now we have a little spot we can stick the flipping part down inside. So now grab your little flipping mechanism, the white part, and slide it down in there. Now we're going to need to glue that last little envelope onto our belt. Put a hefty amount of glue on there, and now that glued part is going onto the belt. Just that last envelope, only the last one. And then once you've got it on there, you can straighten it out and make sure it flips correctly. I think it turned out really good. I straightened mine just a little bit. It was a little crooked. So the page that I glued all of this down on, just pretend that was a junk journal page, because you're going to glue this directly into your junk journal. And then you can decorate that pulling part with whatever kind of paper you want. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the project. Thanks. Bye-bye.